score update brought to you by KFC UAAP Snack Box. Watch out for the announcements of the winning school who will get 3 days of free KFC chicken. Babalik po tayo sa Araneta Coliseum live on ABS-CBN Channel 2. Score update or final score brought to you by KFC UAAP Snack Box. Watch out for the announcement of the winning school who will get 3 days of free KFC chicken. 72-49, Ateneo making mincemeat of FEU in Game 1 of this best-of-3 finals in Season 73 of the UAAP, and the Ateneo crowd appreciative of the Blue Eagles' performance here today. Absolutely dominant against one of the favorites to make it to the finals, FEU. And our Pharmaton Coach's Choice MVP of the game is Kirk Long because he delivered the most valuable plays and most importantly, the win.
Well, Kirk Long was perfect from the floor in terms of two-point territory, 4 out of 4. A lot of those were difficult fast break layups. He was one of those guys who set the tone in terms of their fast break attack, which led to 15 fast break points compared to 0 fast break points for FEU the whole game.
And he is with Jessica Mendoza.
That's right, Eric. Kirk, congratulations, first of all. Did you expect it to be the lead, that is, to be this big?
Well, it's the UAAP finals. You never really know what to expect. But us guys had a great week of practice. We really prepared hard all week, just mentally and physically getting ready for this game. So we came out with our best effort and played with a lot of intensity from the get-go. So I'm not too shocked at how we played.
Well, what spelled the difference in your own performance today against FEU?
Just knowing that this is my 3rd time in the finals and that I have to take more of a leadership role on this year's team. So I just mentally came out just ready to help my team in the biggest way I could and was just aggressive and played hard defense.
All right, thanks a lot, Kirk. Congratulations again. Magbabalik po kami dito sa ABS-CBN Channel 2 for your UAAP.
Welcome back to the Araneta Coliseum to put the finishing touches dito po sa Game 1 of the finals between Ateneo and FEU. 23-point win for Ateneo, 72-49. Hi everybody, Eric Tipan with TJ Manotok live on ABS-CBN Channel 2 and of course in high definition on Balls HD Channel 167. Now we have Coach Norman Black standing by. Now Coach, congratulations on winning Game 1 first of all. Did you expect it to be this easy to coast this way against one of the better teams in the UAAP?
Of course not. You never go into a game thinking you're going to win by a big margin. We did know that we prepared well for this game. We knew the things we had to do well against FEU if we wanted to win. We had to do a good job on our defensive rebounds because they're a very good offensive rebounding team. And we had to play good perimeter defense, which is what we did today.
Coach, one thing that was very difficult to believe that we were seeing in the first half was your fast breaks running at will. I mean, there were some layups there that were the kind of fast breaks some coaches would say, no, pull back, take it easy. But you seem to have given the green light to your players. Every rebound they get, every steal they get, that they have all the go signal to just run at it and go for it. You had 15-0 fast break points.
Well, I learned that a few years ago, TJ, that I wanted my teams to really push the ball on every opportunity. It really takes away pressure defense. Teams don't want to press us because we will attack your defense if you try to press us full court. So we want to run on every opportunity. We lead the league in fast break points. It's really been our game plan for the last 3 or 4 years now.
Coach, you mentioned to us when we visited your practice the other day that you're also preparing yourselves for their tougher big men and more experienced big men like Cervantes and Ramos. Today, Cervantes had 0 field goals, and Ramos was not much of a factor even with his outside shooting. How happy are you with the way your big men performed defensively today and stepped up even with the loss of Escueta and Eram stepping up big?
I'm quite happy with the way that our big men played today, the Ateneo big men played today. But of course, it's only one game, TJ, and it takes 2 games to win this championship series, so we can't get too excited because we know the FEU team will bounce back.
All right, thanks Coach Norman, and best of luck in Game 2.
Thank you.
We'll take a break and wrap this up after these. 72-49, Ateneo winning over FEU dominantly here in Game 1 of this best-of-3 finals. And again, let's take a look at the keys to winning para sa FEU. What went wrong? Because in our pregame, we talked about what FEU needed to do, and they were consistent dun sa mga yun. The entire elimination round, all of a sudden, it just crumbled today sa finals.
That's right, Eric. First of all, you looked at the three-point shooting. You mentioned that they are the second-best three-point shooting team in the league. And when they played Ateneo in 2 games in this season so far, they've even stepped it up. They shot 44% from beyond the arc. But today, FEU only shot 26%, 4 out of 15 from beyond the arc. So a big difference there in terms of at least almost 20% in terms of how they performed against Ateneo in the first 2 games in the elimination round. Their starter scoring, they're the best in the league in starter scoring, averaging 43.6 points per ball game. Today, only 37 points combined for the starters. And that's even worse news because that means you only had 12 points from the bench because they finished with 49 points today. Turnovers, they do average 13 turnovers a ball game only, but they did end with 14, but a lot of those were in the first half alone. That's where, and we mentioned that, Eric, that's where it seemed they have lost the game already. I think they had about 10 turnovers in the first half alone, or 9 turnovers in the first half alone, way high for their averages, and that hurt them so much because not only did they turn the ball over, Ateneo took full advantage of all of those and ran at every opportunity.
Dun lumayo ang Ateneo with those 9 first half turnovers by FEU. We'll be back with more post-game analysis after these. Back here at the Big Dome to put the finishing touches to an Ateneo masterpiece, 72-49 against FEU in Game 1 of this best-of-3 finals. And your parting shots, TJ.
Well, as Coach Norman himself said it, this is not what he expected. This is not what people expected. This is not what FEU expected. And what they need to do going into Game 2, as we said, it's a mental thing. You have to forget everything that happened. It's not about, you know, nitpicking what play did not work or what strategy did not work. There's a lot of things, too many things. So you have to start from scratch and prepare as if you're going into another ball game and think of it as one game at a time, even though the pressure is on them now to win both games to survive and win it all. For Ateneo, they did everything that they did better than probably they could imagine they did. So just keep doing that, and they're going to have to expect that FEU is going to come roaring back in Game number 2, and we're going to expect a war in Game number 2. I don't expect a blowout myself.
And Game number 2 is going to be on Thursday, 2:30. Ang ating special awards and UAAP awards as well. That is, of course, your top 5, your MVP, and your Rookie of the Year. That's at 2:30, and at 3:30 p.m. it's Game 2 of the finals. And let's see if FEU can come back after this demolition job done by Ateneo in Game number 1. Let's remember, 75% of the time, winners of Game 1 go on to win it all. So let's see if FEU can extend it to a Game 3, do or die, win it all game on Saturday, which will be live on ABS-CBN Channel 2. Coming up next, Filon Ngayon. And great job by our ABS-CBN sports crew, headed by Abet Ramos and Ada Carlos Bayuga. For Jessica Mendoza, Steph C, and my partner TJ Manotoc, I'm Eric Depan. Thanks for watching ang ating coverage ng UAAP Finals on ABS-CBN Channel 2. And of course, in high definition on Balls HD Channel 167. This has been another ABS-CBN Sports presentation. Ateneo wins it against FEU in Game 1.